Edward's accident. One morning, Edward was puffing across the main line. He was taking some trucks from Knapford to Wellsworth station. Edward was happy, the trucks were behaving, and there had been no trouble on the line that day. When Edward arrived at Wellsworth, he saw a small, old engine. "Hello," says Edward curiously. "Who are you?" "My name is Neil," said the small engine. "I've never seen you here before," said Edward. "When did you arrive?" "Well," said Neil, "to be honest, I'm not really sure. But I do know that it was a very long time ago. I remember when I was unloaded from the mainland, there were no engines. There was a man wearing a top hat and a suit." "Hello," said the man. "My name is Surtur from Hat. I am the controller of this railway, and you are my first engine. I'll call you Neil. And from then on I've been working on Sodor." "Oh, sorry," said Neil. "Here are your trucks." "I need the brake van too," said Edward. "No you don't," said a voice. There was a brake van in the yard. "My brakes are broken," said the van. "You'll have to go without a brake van," said Neil. So Edward got his trucks, the guard whistle blew, and off Edward went. Edward was taking the trucks to the quarry on Thomas's branch line to be filled up with stone to be delivered to the seaside station for the beach. The trucks were still behaving well. On the way to Gordon's Hill, Edward's driver put on full throttle to make sure Edward would make it up the hill. The trucks were still being good while Edward pushed them up the hill. But then there was trouble. While Edward was still at his top speed, he reached the top of the hill and the trucks pulled him down it. Yelled the trucks as they screeched around the corner. Edward was horrified. He wanted to stop but he couldn't. And without a brake van, it was even harder for Edward to stop. Gordon was stopped at a station letting off his passengers from the express. Suddenly, he saw Edward coming up the line with his trucks coming much too fast. Oh no. Luckily, the signalman saw that Edward was out of control. He switched him onto the middle track. "Help me," yelled Edward as he rushed past Gordon. James was doing a double-header with Henry because he wasn't feeling well. He was stopped in the middle of the track while James was crossing over to couple up to the back of Henry's train. Then James saw Edward coming. "Oh my goodness," said James. Edward was switched onto the other track. "What was that?" said James. "I have absolutely no idea," said Henry. Then Thomas was at Knapford picking up passengers in Annie and Clarable to go on his branch line when he saw Edward in the trucks. Thomas knew that the tracks Edward was on were heading towards the carriage shed. "Oh no," said Thomas. Edward rattled across the points and into a siding. Then it happened. Edward crashed into some trucks. The buffers at the back of the shed were broken. Luckily no one was hurt, and Edward sustained minimal damage. Then, Surtur from Hat arrived in Bertie the bus. "Don't worry Edward, it wasn't your fault," said Surtur from Hat. Neil found out that the brake van in Wellsworth Yard was lying about his broken brakes. "Speaking of brakes, I'm sending you to the works to be mended. They shall give you some new brake blocks and new side rods. They must be worn out after that runaway." "Yes sir," says Edward wearily, "thank you sir." While Edward was being mended at the works, Neil did his work. After that, he went to the works to say hello to Edward. Workmen were just putting on his side rods when Neil arrived. "Hello Edward," said Neil, "are you okay?" "I'm fine," replied Edward. "You know," said Neil, "I got a good name for that brake van." Spiteful brake van. The two engines laughed all night and then went to sleep, becoming good friends from an accident.